Alright, well, welcome to our support video on the long-term ratings. Our long-term ratings portfolio is one of the newest and parts of the Oxen Group, and it's actually one of the places where we're looking to grow and expand significantly. And I'm going to talk about some of the new features that are coming to the long-term ratings portfolio here at the end of this. But right now, we cover about 30 companies on a long-term scale, and what that means is that we have taken companies, taken some of their financial information. We've looked at some of some of the information from the sector, and we've projected earnings for them moving forward, operating income, cash flow, etc. And what we've been able to do through these projections and through some of our financial analysis is come up with fair value estimates for these companies. So we can take those fair value estimates, we compare them to the current price, and we can come up with really solid value investments. So basically what that means is we could come up with companies that are trading at levels significantly undervalued or significantly overvalued from where they actually should be trading based on real true fundamentals. Um, and we cover a lot of different companies from different sectors: solar, retail, home builders, transports, cyclicals, restaurants, services, lots of different sectors, technology, application software. So we have a wide range of companies that we cover, about 30 right now, but we're looking to expand that every single week. And the long-term ratings portfolio tab and section of the site is where you can find out about all these reports. And this is a section of the site that's completely and primarily dedicated to only our premium members, and then our long-term ratings only specific membership that is accessed to this section of the site only. And each company has their own report that goes along with their company. So here, let's open up. This is Baidu. This is a Chinese internet company, basically known as the Google of China. And this is one of our reports. Look at, you've got you have your chart, you have your rating. It's a buy. We've got some fundamental information, evaluation summary. We give a profile, the thesis about what we're seeing in the company, and then we also have our valuation, the risk assessment. We have some of the comparison charts. Looking at how the company compares to other companies in the sector. And you can use all this information to really help you. But the key is the valuation. So here you see with Baidu, we have a fair value estimate of 176. Stock trades about 120 right now. So you're looking at about almost a 50% increase in price on a 12-month target that we see, given current fundamental analysis that we've been able to do on the company. And recently we have looked to up that price target, actually, given new developments at Baidu that seem to be positive, not negative. Um, so these reports are really helpful for you to look at companies that you might be interested in the long term. Read through the thesis to sort of see what we're seeing in the company, some of the risks, some of the economic moats they've been able to create, and these are really helpful. And then we also then operate current positions. So we have then adapted a portfolio off these reports that takes advantage of some of the stocks that we like, that we don't like. So like, for example, we have SunPower, for example. We had a full position in that before. We've reduced that to a third of a position after we made we had made an entry at 1302. The stock was all the way up in the 28 area, so we've been able to take a lot of those gains off the table. And this current positions tab will just let you see where we got into a stock, what was our entry price, what are we targeting for an exit, what's our final target for the stock overall, what our current gain was, and what the current price of the stock is at our last update. We update these every morning. And then finally, you have your results on the long-term ratings, and that will take you to a page where you will see, what have we been able to do so far, how are we performing. And we've only started this at the end of December. It's basically been open for about 3 months, a little under 3 months. And since it's a long-term portfolio, a lot of the results are sort of skewed right now. We've taken some really heavy gains on some things and some heavy losses on some stocks that didn't work out. And the results aren't going to be able to really be digested and really thoughtfully interpreted until we've been able to see 12 months of results to 24 months of results. But this is a really an important part of our website, we think, and it's a place where I think you should definitely look to take advantage of on the Oxen Group, because I really think it's key to trade in this market is important. This market is very volatile. You have a lot of changing stocks up and down all over the place, and you want to be able to take advantage of the quick volatility that we have in the market. But at the same time, it's very important to hedge some of that risk by looking at some really great long-term value investments, companies that have a lot of upside moving forward, and even given the market volatility, they may fluctuate a lot over time, but that fluctuation should be moving in a certain direction, and we like to see that fluctuation moving up, or we think that fluctuation is going to be moving down in the long term. And it might be that that path is very, very volatile up and down, but as long as the ups keep going up and the downs keep going up, then you see that in the long trend you're going to be at a higher price than you were before. And that's I think the new way that long-term investing has to be done, is that you have to find value investment. Growth stocks, I think, are still an important part of of the portfolio, but in the reality right now, value investment is really much more important because of the market volatility that we see anymore, the changing marketplace, the very uncertainty that out in the market that sort of continues to be there and should be there for coming years. So if you have any questions about the long-term range portfolio, please leave us a comment on our contact page or email us at contact@theoxengroup.com. And we hope that this long-term ratings portfolio support video has been helpful as a little helpful reminder of how to use the long-term ratings portfolio.